Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we're looking at a trooper who arrested 8 sober drivers for DUI.
It has happened again, folks. Another sober driver has come forward saying she too was arrested by a state trooper for DUI.
She now makes the 8th innocent person arrested by this single trooper for a crime she didn't commit.
Our chief investigator, Jeremy Finley, continues the sobering problem investigation tonight. Jeremy, she contacted you after seeing your last story.
Yeah, that's right, guys. It was just last week when I reported that Trooper James Zahn had arrested 7 different people for DUI, and all their blood work later came back showing they were completely sober. Jane Bondurant saw that story, and she called me saying, it happened to me too.
Put your hands straight out beside you.
So there's something you need to know right off the bat about this video of Jane Bondurant's field sobriety test last November. It is not being recorded by a fellow police officer. What made your friend think, I need to record this?
I think she was so shocked that I'd even been arrested and that I was even doing it.
Bondurant's friend started recording after Bondurant was involved in a fender bender with a Franklin police officer. THP trooper James Zahn was then called in, writing Bondurant had bloodshot, watery eyes and appeared to be impaired.
Keep in mind, I'm 71 years old and I've just been in a wreck. I felt like I was doing really well, and I felt like my friend with me felt the same way.
Listen to what happened instead.
You're under arrest, okay?
Oh, gosh.
No.
What kind of impairment,
Stay back.
sir?
Stay back.
What kind of impairment?
I don't know.
What kind of impairment? I don't know. What a useless idiot.
I'm not
She followed and did everything you asked.
All that will be discussed in court.
I am in shock.
Are you really arresting me?
She didn't mention it, but Zahn wasn't arresting someone unfamiliar with law enforcement. Bondurant is a former assistant U.S. attorney. What was it like for you to be arrested for a crime you didn't commit?
Shock was the first reaction. Trauma, and the trauma lasted for months because it took for months to be resolved.
And like the 7 other sober drivers charged with DUI by Zahn, Bondurant's blood work came back with no alcohol and no drugs, except for sleeping medication she'd taken the night before. The charges nollied, meaning the DA opted not to prosecute. You're now the 8th sober driver to be arrested by Trooper Zahn.
I think I make people too many.
I'm wondering what you think the THP should do.
I know they've got a problem person.
You could say that again. They have a problem person. I hope all 8 people sue this cop and get him fired.
And we asked Governor Lee what he thinks. I'm wondering if you feel like at this point the THP needs to be reviewing how it's conducting DWI investigations.
Well, I think we have, in fact, just in this past year, put in place a requirement from TDI to provide transparency around those cases. I think that's the first step, is transparency.
He's referring to a new state law prompted by our sobering problem investigations that will require the TBI to gather all of the sober drivers arrested for DUI in Tennessee in 2025. But that report won't include cases like Bondurant's. She was arrested last November, and won't detail the impact of these arrests. For Bondurant, she learned her insurance was being dropped.
I just called the guy and said, is this because of the DUI? And he said, yes.
Okay, so some good news. 3 days before she was to lose her insurance, the charges were nollied, and she did keep her insurance. Now, as we've done with each and every story, we reached out to the THP. They emailed me a short while ago with a statement that did not address any of our questions, saying that troopers are highly trained to identify signs of impairment. Bondurant's arrest now makes her the 16th sober Tennessean to be arrested for DUI by state troopers. Half of those arrests made by Trooper James Zahn. Marius?
Wow, Jeremy, they just keep coming.
Yeah.
So their troopers are highly trained for DUI, but they get 16 sober drivers arrested, 8 by the same trooper. They're not trained good enough. And that trooper should be fired again. He is absolutely useless. What do you think of this? Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.